Thank you, everyone, for joining today. We're really excited to have you to talk about creating a safer vape-free campus. I can't believe what an issue it's been over the last several years, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be getting any better. So we've got this great partner in Soter Technologies and a product that we've had a lot of good success with called FlySense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly go over just kind of the solution and what it looks like, and then I'm going to give you a demo of the dashboard so that you can see what it looks like for yourself. If anybody has any questions throughout the webinar, let me know. My name is Anna Hansen. I'm the sales director here at Bytespeed. You can throw a question into the webinar chat, or you can do the Q&A too. So whichever is the easiest for you, just let me know. And at the end of this quick little webinar, you'll be given a recording to follow up on if you're interested. All right, so this is the sensor. What I like about it, it's easy, it's discreet. When you actually get them, they won't be marked FlySense, so they look a little bit like an air freshener or maybe a smoke detector. Nobody really quite knows what they are. We really recommend that people put them up and put them in place and then kind of get a better feel for what's going on before they actually get in and start following up with the kids and letting them know what's going on. So what the other thing I really like about these is the FlySense approach. The FlySense approach is a straightforward, easy approach. It's kind of a set it and forget it. Very easy installation. They will run wirelessly, so you can actually connect them wirelessly, or you can run them with cable drops. Obviously, that's always the most recommended, but I know quite a few districts that are running them through wireless access. And then what they're hoping to do is allow you to schedule alerts. They'll come via text, or you can log into the online portal, or you can get emails and you can schedule it out. I'll go through all of that, but the solution that they've created is an affordable, easy to use, straightforward solution that really allows for you to help detect and educate kids. And that's really what it comes down to, is just making sure that they understand what's going on and what the opportunities are to stop vaping. It's a very serious addiction. There is a very, very easy to use mobile access web portal. You can monitor, schedule, get all the alerts from your phone. You can log into the dashboard from your phone. It looks good. It's easy to use. I just can't say that enough about this. I think there are a lot of different sensor solutions out there, but what I like best about the FlySense opportunity is that you're going to get something that's very easy to use, very easy to set up, very easy to manage. Not only does it detect vaping, but it actually, in its inception, was built for bullying detection. I will tell you, probably 80% of our schools buy this fully in mind with the vaping detection in mind. But I've had a lot of conversations with schools that realized that there was bullying and fights going on in the bathrooms that they were unaware of, that locker rooms were kind of a haven, and that noise detection has allowed them to get that under control. Really a problem that they didn't realize that they had. Same with vaping. I think I've had countless calls on, well, we knew we had a problem, we just didn't really understand how serious and how big the problem was. This is what the dashboard looks like. I'm actually going to log into the portal, so I'm going to kind of flip through these really quickly so you guys can see what they look like. But really, at the end of the day, I'll do a live demo to give you an idea of what things can look like. And this is really nice to see too, because it gives you a screenshot of something a little bit more thorough than the one that we're going to have pulled up in our demo environment. You can update and manage your devices easily in the portal. I'm going to actually go through updating and changing some of this for you in real time so you can see what that looks like. And then you can track and confirm the different alerts that come through if there's however you want to record it in the dashboard, which is really nice. I'm going to flip through this quickly. I'm going to actually show you live. Subscribers are how they manage alerts. This is one of the best things that FlySense brings to the table, because what it allows you to do is say from 3 to 4 on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I want Mrs. Young to be in charge of the girls' right wing. And then from 8 to 3, I want Mr. Langdon to be in charge of the 3rd floor. So you can divide the duties up amongst different players, and it doesn't all have to fall on one person to be the one getting the alerts. So as far as resource management, I think it really helps with people being responsive and being able to be quick to the response. And you can time out the time too. Actually, we during basketball games, if you end up putting these in locker rooms, we learned that maybe you want to turn the sound off or maybe shut off alerts during games because your phone might be blowing up all weekend because kids are noisy. So it really, really is customizable, and that's one of the best things here too. I'm going to send this out, but there are a lot of grants out there. This is a really serious problem, and if you don't have funding that allows you to tackle this, I've just pulled a quick list of grants together that you'll be able to resource if you need, and just to start. Every state's different, so depending on the state you're in, there might be different opportunities, but this is just something to get you started. And I'll send this out in a follow-up message to the group that joined fast going through things. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop them into the webinar chat. I'd be happy to answer them. We will be going through a quick demo of the online portal too. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing this, and now we're actually going to get into the actual demo of the dashboard. Any questions as of yet from anyone? All right. I'm going to share my screen. When you log into the FlySense dashboard, this is what you're going to see. So this is where you're going to manage your subscribers, your users, and your devices, all from this centralized dashboard. When you log in, you'll look right away and you'll see this. This is actually a login to Bytespeed's dashboard of our demo pool. I'll just show you. We haven't had a lot of demos out, but I'll go back here and show you guys for the month of December. There we go. And it kind of shows you can go in and see which devices had alerts, the number of incidents, and I'll deep dive into that later. But right from your main dashboard, you'll be able to see when you have an active environment. Honestly, hopefully you don't have a very active environment for very long. Hopefully this is one of those situations where you get this solution in place and it allows you to mitigate that kind of activity. Yes, I had a question in the chat. I'm just going to answer really quick, and that's from an IT perspective. How do these connect to the network? They are PoE. So drops into the bathrooms, locker rooms, whatever you need to do there. I do have some schools that are running these wirelessly, and that will work. Make sure to let your territory manager at Bytespeed know if that's the route you're going to want to take, because then I'll have to get you an AC adapter to get power to them. They will work wirelessly. I have several schools doing that actually, but keep in mind the consistency of your walls and things like that if there's going to be enough wireless connectivity there. Good question. All right, so I'm going to show you, this is all of the devices that we have set up in our location. You can see recently the number of notifications that they've had. You can customize a lot of different things here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You can reboot too. So if you end up having a device have an issue or a sensor that just doesn't seem to be working well, you can try a reboot from it. Instead of going in and troubleshooting on the device itself, you can actually try to do a reboot. And I think that, as we all know in IT, solves a lot of problems. Here, I'm going to pull this open. You can change the name of the device. A lot of people will name the device by its location. So high school, A wing, girls' bathroom, men's locker room, main building. So all of your systems can be in the same dashboard. So the better you name them, the better you know where they're at. You can change the vape sensitivity, high, medium, low. Most people have it on high. This alert timeout in minutes. This is a very important deal. I've had people call and they'll say, well, it worked one time and then I didn't get any detections right after that. Well, it's not going to send another alert for 10 minutes. You can adjust it down to 5. You can adjust it up. It's up to you. The reason that we do that is that we don't want people getting a lot of alerts for the same incident. So Otherwise your phone will be going off and you've already handled the situation. So that 10-minute alert timeout allows for one notification for one incident, and then things settle down and it's live again. You can shut off sound alerts and you can adjust the decibel reading on your sound threshold. A couple of reasons why you might want to do that. That locker room on a busy weekend when you have a tournament in, you might want to shut your sound alerts off. You might want to adjust the sensitivity if you find you're getting a lot of alerts and it's just girls being silly, talking loudly in the bathroom. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of customize based on the environment that each of the sensors are going into. Any questions so far on the devices and device management? Again, the thing I like the best about this solution is that it's very, very easy and very easy to use. I will be sending out this presentation to the entire group after it's over. I'll also send out an FAQ, a link to our website, and then some installation documentation that'll go on a little deeper onto best recommendation for install. I've heard different stories. For example, you want to put it up in a central location in the area that you're trying to get vape detection. Someone had put it on the wall next to a hand dryer. Well, there's a couple of things wrong with that. One, air dryers, they disperse air. So that's not going to be very helpful in detecting anything. And also, kids aren't standing out by the air dryer vaping. They're usually in a stall. So you want to put it in a central location above the stalls in an effort to better catch kids. All right, I'm going to show you the subscribers. So the nice thing about the subscriber, this is where you can get in and you can really fine tune who's getting those alerts. All right, so you put the person's name in, their email and phone number, and you can decide how they want to be contacted. And then the nice thing about this is I can decide which devices I want Troy to get an alert for. If I don't want him to get alerts for every single one, I can pick 3, I can pick 4. It's very easy to select and change this and very easy to update it. I can also say I only want him to get alerts for these 2 on these 3 days. And then I don't want him to get them in the afternoons. His shift is over after that. And I very easily just changed everything and how he'll be receiving alerts. Straightforward, easy to handle. We have so many solutions anymore in the IT world that are so IT heavy that you need a lot of resources to manage them. What I like about this is that it's not a big IT lift. Once you get them installed, set up, and running, you're really just in a great spot. So the way that Soter breaks it out, they have your subscribers. Those are the people that are going to be getting the alerts. And then you have your users. Users, you'll see in our demo pool here. This is all of our Bytespeed people because this is our demo pool. We got a couple of people that have administrative rights here from the schools, but basically what you're looking at here is these are the people that can get in there and make big changes. They can, they have their own login, they have their own set of rules, and you're going to really want to go in and decide how you want things set up. You're going to have one, for me at Bytespeed, it's me. So you can see you've got one person in charge of the main account. So this might be your IT administrator, or it might be a superintendent or principal that's kind of in charge of the whole platform there. All right. I'm going to show you guys alert history here. So you can see we haven't had very many out for a while, and we had a demo in San Diego for a while. But you can see this is what it looks like. You can go in, you can confirm detection, you can add a note, girls' bathroom, whatever you want to add in here. You can say false positive. Not very common, but it can happen. So you can kind of track and see what all of that, the different alert notifications that you have. I got no, here's a sound one. All right. Then reports and analytics. Everybody loves this. We spend our money on something and we want to know that it worked, that we actually have a solution in place that was worth the money that we spent. So I'm going to show you just, I'm going to apply a custom range so you guys can kind of see what it would look like. And you saw the screenshot in the PowerPoint, but you can kind of see where there's trends, certain days of the week, certain devices. And look at, see, not much in through this, but it actually will tell you even like which devices we're hitting there. Honestly, it's funny showing this because I feel like there's so little to it, and so it's just so straightforward and easy. But that's really part of the charm of this solution, is that it's easy to use, easy to manage, and it just really doesn't take a lot to manage and maneuver through. So I'm going to stop right there for a second and just see if there's any questions or anything about how this will be managed. I will send out that follow-up. They say one sensor per like a 12 by 12 area. Some people might be thinking, oh my, what if I have a bigger, bathroom? How am I going to handle that? Well, if you have a bigger bathroom, the way that you're going to handle that is you're going to put it in a central location. Another opportunity that might exist here would be if you have a huge bathroom, they have what they call like kind of a dummy sensor. And what that dummy sensor will allow you to do is, once kids start to realize what that is, there's a huge deterrent opportunity that exists. And so what you're going to get is the people won't be wanting to go in there. And so you put the dummy sensors in, save a little bit of money, save a lot of money actually, and get kids from vaping in the actual bathroom itself. So I feel like I went through that fairly quickly, and I just want to make sure, is there anything else anyone is wondering here? Sorry, Ben, stop share here. Well, I really appreciate you all for stepping in, and I'll send follow-ups to everybody that registered. And quotes, very easy. There's a special going on with FlySense right now where you get 4 years of extended warranty added on at no cost. So you're going to be covered for a very long time. I definitely have references that we can send. In fact, if you're in a specific state and you want to tell me, I can try to find local references even potentially for you. So anyone that wants references, just shoot me over a message and I'd be happy to provide national or try to find regional ones for you as well. All right. I see there's a request for in Illinois. If you could send me an email, I'd be happy to put something together. Any other requests or anything? We actually have on our website, there's a gentleman that did just kind of talked about his story, and he's on our landing page, and I'll put that, and he's out of Wisconsin. So just north of my Illinois request, I know I actually have a good reference that is out of Warsaw, Wisconsin, that's actually done a testimonial for us on our website on the solution and how he handled it. One of the questions I was asked by a board one time was, won't this just take all of the vaping that's happening and move it off campus? And my answer to that is, I hope so. There's a lot of education that comes around vaping detection and letting people know how to be ready and deal with vaping. The nice thing is that you're hoping that this does move it off campus, but then you're also going to want to educate and let people know how dangerous it is. And hopefully, if we can move it out of the school, we can also reduce the influence that's happening in the schools. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, so much for joining. If there's any other questions, I will send this follow-up so everyone will get an email from me. I'll send a bunch of resources, but I'm happy to answer any questions on this. So reference request, if you wanted something more regional, I'd be happy to look and see if I can get you a local reference as well. Thank you, everyone, for your time, and I hope y'all have a great day.